Hello everyone, good to see you again. David here with another video, and there's an awful lot of changes to this particular one. First of all, I've got the Brainy specs on. It's a new set of glasses, so I've got to get used to them. Bear with me. The second thing is that this is a different type of video. It's actually an apology video because I realise I haven't actually posted anything in quite a while. It's not the fact that I don't have anything on the go. There are a couple of projects and I will be getting round to showing you those. But because of circumstances in the real world, I actually had a block of time where my gaming group, most of them were off on overseas travel, so we have a bit of a hiatus, and it's allowed me to get on with something that has been long overdue, and they will agree with this. I'm getting the games room sorted out. Now, I half wish that I had taken some photos or some footage before I started this, but to be perfectly honest, it was a bit of a bomb site. But if you are a subscriber or a regular viewer, and if you're a regular viewer but not a subscriber, please subscribe. Everything helps. You'll notice that I've already started having a tidy up. These overloaded shelves are starting to get cleared, and the rest of the place, as I look around, is well underway. So, because you always see on the internet pictures of everybody's workstations and games rooms and what an absolutely marvellous job they do, I'll show you one in the process of being set up. Please bear with me, the sound quality and video quality are going to change because I need to swap to a handheld camera so that I can walk you around the place. Alright, let's start off with the actual gaming area. There is a game in progress. As you can see, there is a pitched battle going on. That's obviously the map at the back. The characters themselves are in the middle of quite a large skirmish there, and well, we did leave it where they had the upper hand. However, we'll see whether or not things go their way when they get back, which hopefully should be next week. One thing I will say, the map board is a really good one. It's one that I picked up at a convention, and I think it's one of the D&D map packs. I'll have to dig it out and do a video on that, because I'm actually really impressed with these as a play area. It led to quite a nice little sort of off-the-cuff adventure. Hopefully the guys have enjoyed it. As you can see, miniatures that are undercoated and on the go. That's for the Batman game. My old mate Chardellon. More Batman miniatures over there. Now, that in the background, that is one from the archives. That is the baseboard that we were playing on before I did this new and improved version here. That served us for a good number of years, and is actually one which is geared towards their player character's castle, which is in a box somewhere over in that direction. So I'll show you that, well, at a later stage. This, however, is the big part of what I have been working on, getting things nice and organised. This area used to be essentially chest high in packing crates and boxes left over and packed in here from when we had to leave the house, move out for a little while the house got rebuilt after earthquake damages over here in New Zealand. Yeah, it was a thing, and it was tidy up work that is essentially long overdue. You can see up in the top there's the Dragon's Lair. There's a few other projects that you've seen. The pyramid is one that predates me having this channel, and there are an awful lot of things which are essentially a part of what I have come to term as the Black Archive. There is so much stuff there. It is, well, a fraction of my pile of shame, and I'll show you a little bit more about that in just a second. Part of the organisation of this, way over the back behind the shelves, there's sheets of MDF for basing. There is a huge amount of foam card that is from old shop signage. So that is where all the big sheet raw material is. And moving forward, the whole idea of the shelves was to essentially get certainly some of the larger stuff on display and easy to get at. You'll see that garage coming up in, well, a video hopefully quite shortly. So there are an awful lot of boxes like this. Terrain which has essentially been packed away, and I need to get it up on shelves where I can get easy access to it. Part of the pile of shame, Warhammer Fantasy, some historical stuff, and sci-fi as well. My tastes vary depending on what particular mood I'm in, and yeah, as I say, this is just a fraction of what still has to be worked through. But it keeps me off the streets. I mentioned before storage boxes. Loads of them. This one full of games and miniatures. This one crafting materials. And that one down there is that castle that I was talking about. Again, it's going to need a little bit of work because it was actually set up out on the table and things fell on it during the earthquake. Let's see if I can find a photo so you can see the stage where it was at when we were actually using it. When I said this was part of the Black Archive, I was not kidding. There you go. An original Womble Marine Land Raider. And what I need to do, and I will show you how I'm going to do that, is get these guys out and on display. This is my vanilla Marine army, and there's work still to be done. That Land Raider still needs to be tidied up and painted. There's a gun missing off it, but I'll get there. Oh, and what I also found in this box were some bikes that I knew that I had and couldn't remember where I'd put them because I wanted a little bit of a change compared to the normal sort of like Space Marine bikes. May use those for orcs, don't know, we'll see. Another one of the completed armies, and this is the Imperial Guard Tanith, first and only. And if I go in a little bit closer, you can see that there's some damage on that miniature. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go through all of these because these were another of the unfortunate casualties of that earthquake. I'm really chuffed with this army. Pretty much each and every one has been converted in some way. Oh, hang on. Ezra Apnit. But he needs some work done on his arm. That felt a little bit on the dodgy side. But yeah, as you can see, an awful lot of work got done on these. So these really need to be touched up and got out on display. Oh, and those cloaks. I ended up hating those cloaks. However, another part of the Black Archive. Now, I came up with the idea of using essentially stackable storage boxes. Clear sides, so that I could actually see what was in there. And these are all miniatures that had been away in drawers and things like that. And to be perfectly honest, I had completely forgotten that I had these wood elves, and there's some wild elves in there. I think they're Alpartha ones. The high elves I was aware that I had and knew that I have to finish them off. Again, yeah, rebasing, more painting work. It all adds to that pile of shame. This is part of the pile of shame. All of this lot needs to be done. That is all Lord of the Rings miniatures that are still on sprue, unpainted, unassembled. And yeah, there's an awful lot of stuff there. I'm probably still going to be doing these when I retire. Now these ones, I will be perfectly honest, I'd completely forgotten. I am a big dwarf collector, hundreds of the little fellas, which I must really showcase at some stage. But yeah, I'd completely forgotten that I'd got this. It's another one that was found in the bottom of a cupboard, and they're old Ralpartha ones. So I've got a flamethrower and crew to be added to the army. Hope all the bits are still there because yeah, the bag is that old. It split. Hello, this is me from the ever so slight future, because the first take that I took of this outro just corrupted on the camera. I get the feeling that the cell phone took one look at the state of the Black Archive and went, no, I'm not coping with that, and just corrupted itself. So, please, feel free to pity me and my cell phone, and in doing so, hit the like and subscribe button in pity. That would be really good. There is still an awful lot of work to be done. I will show you the finished product when it is all done. I am currently standing on the spot where another set of shelves is going to be going in, and then all of that additional stuff that you can see in the background that has suddenly appeared because I've been emptying more boxes, that can be properly put on display along with the miniatures, and everybody will be happy. So, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care.